all your lovely faces here, and I'm so absolutely delighted to see you all here. So I'm prepared. So I'm just starting to sort of read it out, sort of, because if I get emotional, I can't talk anymore. So here we go. Because I wanted to say, what a moment. So only saying what a moment is already saying to me. 15 months ago, my first baby, she's over there, from victim to victim, saw the light. And now she's followed by a big sibling, Rulebook of a Narcissist. How did that happen? Last year, after the launch of From Victim to Victor, my professional life became a thunderstorm of positive activities. Feedback, podcasts, the press, lots of clients. It was like that. My personal life was actually very calm because we had a lockdown. So we didn't go anywhere. So I had all the energy there to sort of develop all that. And the topic of narcissism was clearly hot. And after a double spread in the Daily Mail, it was just amazing how good I felt about speaking out about that shitty relationship with my mother. Normally people would say, oh, you can't say that. She's a narcissist. You can't say that about your mother. And then I told, that was the topic of the Daily Mail article, that I cut her out of my life. I said, you can't do that with an 88-year-old woman, can you? How harsh and how nasty are you? And then I got all this feedback of people saying, I admire you. I wish I could do it. I just sort of, I need to talk to you. I mean, you are an example and an inspiration for me because you saved your life and sanity. And I need to do that as well. And I think that is the message that I try to convey through my writing, Psychology Today, Newsweek, whatever. Whoever wants to take my articles, I give it to them. It is a message that is so massively, massively important because I didn't know that narcissism was that hot. I didn't know that what I went through was being shared by so many other people. And that brought the book to life. So all of a sudden I connected with all of these people who actually knew what I was talking about, who didn't say, oh, your mother loved you, I'm sure she did. Oh, your mother didn't mean it like that. And I said, my mother hasn't loved me or my siblings at all. My mother does mean every single thing she does. And it's not pleasant, but it's the truth. And it was so good to get that validation. So I was really sort of reveling on all this, very busy. And then my tarot card reader, Ian loves you, don't you know? My tarot card reader says, there's another book, you need to write another book. And I said, you must be joking. But then I went on Instagram and I started to post rules of a narcissist and what would be a helpful response. And my goodness, I've got such great feedback. So I sent a post. I thought, this is actually a simple message. It comes across, people pick it up, they understand. Why don't I write a book for that? So that's how that came about, the rule of a narcissist. And I just I started to kiss the keyboard again. I started to sort of hug my screen and sort of bumping out the words. Okay, a little bit about my mother, a little about narcissism. So I'll just explain it or quickly present it, how it was for me. My mother shut my mouth. She closed my heart and she made me feel the most useless person in the universe. It was a mother I was angry with. I hated her for her continuous rejection and her emotional unavailability. It was a mother who caused me the biggest pain I've ever felt. You see, this is why I write it down, because then I don't have to engage and just tell the story. But it took me over 50 years to really discover what was going on in my life. And then it took me another 8 years to, have the courage and the knowledge and the spirit to cut her out of my life. And the moment that I lost hope was the moment that I gained my freedom. And that's a very strong message that I have to give my clients who, after years in an abusive relationship, say to me, well, he might change, well, we're going to do this now, so it might be different. well, my mother might just sort of not having got into her own. And I don't say to them, hope is not point, but I just say to them, what is your reason for hope? Why didn't it happen for the last 20 years, 40 years, 60 years? If it hasn't happened in that time, why would you have the hope that it is going to happen? And if you reach the point that you can let go of that hope, that opens the door to freedom. I think that's my message. And I think my message to everyone is like, understand narcissism. See it for what it is, see the danger, and once you see it, you can take the steps to protect you. But it's so subtle, it's so under the radar, it can get into your system, and you realize it when you're up to it until here, and then you're in a very, very difficult situation. So that's my mission, really. My mission in life changed last year when the book came out, and I am here to educate people on narcissism, to help victims of narcissistic abuse and spread the word. And today it's like celebrating the word with this second book. It's available, of course, over there. It's also, when you leave, I've got cards here for mindful moments, and mindfulness practices. Take it with you. It's just a little instruction card, so you can do it by yourself at home. I did a bit of mindfulness in the past, more than now. And really, I just want to thank you all for being here with me. I know I'm really good to get emotional. Because I really need to thank you, Ian. You will say, Jans, maybe it's time to go down. And I was never complaining, I was always in the background bringing up a cup of tea, sometimes a gin and tonic. Never really criticizing, but always there for me. And you are the one who you're the reason I could jump countries and leave my mother at the other side of the sea and be here. So you're instrumental in what you're doing. That was it. The books are £15 for this one, £13 for the first one. There is a workbook. If you can have a look. If you really want to go through the process, there's a workbook you can go for. And any questions? I'm here. If you have a question for everyone, then sort of spirit it out and advice for school.
Cheers, Mariette.